It's showtime.
Howdy-ho, campers, and welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of California Corrupt Child Services. As usual, I'm your host, Sean, and this is my story. 26 years in the making, and now it's showtime. For those of you following this in real time, that's right, just a few days away, and I'm in court. Hopefully, it won't get continued, but as those of you who are watching it in real time and going through this problem, you know all about the continuance route. It'll last forever. Hence why my divorce lasted 2 years. The custody battle lasted 7 years, and this child support issues lasted, well, the battle's been going on for 11 years, but it's actually kind of stretches back a few years before that. And if you go all the way back, like I will right now, it started off in 1986 when I filed for divorce. I was given a temporary child support order of $175 a month. Remember, 1986. In 1988, my divorce was finalized, and my child support order was lowered to $120 a month. I kept paying, and I paid it all the way until July of 1993, when my son was given to me for majority custody, basically. I had him Monday through Friday. The mother had the weekends, something she took advantage of the first, maybe the third, and maybe the fifth weekend. After that, it was so bad. I actually moved to an area closer to her so my son would have easier access to visiting her, since she couldn't come over and pick him up like the court ordered her to. But still, that wasn't enough. So, but at that point, I wasn't paying child support because why? He was living with me. 6 months later, after my son moved in with me, 1994, my ex-wife went to the Department of Children's Services in Los Angeles County and told them I wasn't paying child support. They contacted me. I contacted my attorney at the time. He gave them photocopies of the front and the back of all the canceled checks and gave them the new court order, and they said, fine, no problem. Then in 1998, I was again subpoenaed to come to court for this problem. I did the same thing with my new attorney at the time, but somehow something got screwed up, and I don't know what it was. But I ended up walking out of there owing $32,000 on a $17,000 child support order, which didn't make sense. I wanted to get answers, but unfortunately my attorney at the time would love to have given me answers for more money, and I didn't have the money because all of my money was taken out of my bank account by the Department of Children's Services. They took away my driver's license, which was a bummer because I drove buses for a living, so I lost my job. And since I had no money and no job, I lost my apartment. And since I lost my apartment, the child they were protecting and me became homeless. Great, huh? So I had to start over. To clear this up, I had hired another attorney. I had no money. So I had to wait. Basically, now it's been 11 years to scratch up this money to hire an attorney. Since then, they've been seizing my IRS return, my IRS tax returns, garnishing at least 1/4 of my pay all these years. I, in turn, for at least 4 times a year, sent them photocopies of the front and the back of the checks, but no, all I would get back was a bill. Well, now my day has come in court. And let me give you an idea of what I'm looking for, because you know what, folks, as I've been telling them and I've been telling you for the last year, I've overpaid. Between my attorney and I, we figured out somebody owes me a lot of money. But let me show you what I call a court day wish list. These are things I want to have. First off, I want return of the money that I've overpaid, which totals, that's right, $17,000. Yeah, and that's without interest. Because remember, they charge us interest. Why shouldn't we be able to charge them interest? I want all garnishments, bank seizures, and IRS interceptions stopped within 30 days. Okay? Also, this is probably the most important thing, and you must remember this. This is very, very important. You must have them contact all 3 credit reporting agencies and have them clear up this matter within 90 days. Because you know what? That's going to haunt you forever if they don't clean that up. So you must get that in your court order. So that's my wish list. Let's find out next week how much of it I got. Because if I didn't get at least that, someone's got some explaining to do. And I will go ballistic. So, there you go. There's the update. Tune in next show. Find out what happened. Till then.